Welcome back. In this video, I will be leading you through a hip opening mobility routine. This routine is designed to alleviate lower back pain. Before we get started, I want you to make sure that you're comfortable. Take a few deep breaths, roll those shoulders out, make sure that you're as loose as possible, and we'll get even more relaxed as we go through this. We're gonna start with a 90-90 stretch. So you wanna come down to your bottom with your knees elevated, your feet on the ground, placing your hands back behind you. You're gonna take your feet a little bit wider than shoulder width apart, and you're gonna let both knees fall to the left. Okay, so you should be feeling some sort of tension in this right leg, the knee that is rotated internally. Typically, this is where we're gonna be feeling the stretch. And then from here, if that right knee is down, rotated internally, I'm taking my right hand up and off. What I want you to do with that back hand is push yourself forward as much as possible. You wanna be able to sit as upright, and if you're really flexible, you can even lean over that leg. But here is just fine. We're gonna be holding this for 30 seconds. We're gonna do 4 deep breaths. So go ahead and start with me. Hold. Exhale. So we're bringing this tension in. We're holding it and releasing all the tension. Last one. Breath work is very important that you can relax into the position. Taking that right hand back, and we're rotating our knees the other direction. If you need to feel a deeper stretch, remember we should be making some version of a 90-degree angle here, so I might need to take that leg wider so that I do create a 90-degree angle, and this leg out here into another 90, right? 90-90, and then I'm taking this, now my left knee is down, internally rotated. I'm gonna take that left hand up, and I'm with my back arm, I'm pushing myself forward. We're gonna do the 4 breath counts again. 2 more. 1 more. Very good job. And you can go and come back to what we call hero's pose. This is gonna be our position every time in between the movements. Hero's pose. I do like stacking my toes underneath me, and you'll get a quad stretch here. Now we're gonna go into a hamstring stretch. So from hero's pose, you're gonna come up into a lunge position, and then the knee that is up, we're straightening, putting that heel onto the ground, and I'm trying to get my hands down to the ground if possible. Now you might be so tight, or maybe have certain weaknesses, maybe the knee hurts, you can put an extra pad underneath the knee. That's fine, we can put the hands on our leg here, whatever's comfortable for you, but you're trying to get into a deep hamstring stretch, and this stretch isolates the hamstring rather than pulling on the lower back. So when we bend forward, we sit on the ground and do a hamstring stretch, a lot of times we are putting pressure on the lower back. Here we're isolating the hamstring so that we release that and it stops pulling on our lower back. I want to go ahead and count out 15 seconds here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. And you'll go ahead and bring that one leg back, switching legs, starting in this lunge position, bringing my heel to the ground. You can bring both hands down to the ground or keep them on your leg, whatever is comfortable for you. We're gonna count 15 more seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Good job. Next, we're gonna be going into a butterfly position, opening up the inner thigh. Now, we'll start with just a stretch. Most of you know this movement already, or this stretch already. So you wanna pull those feet in as close as you can, grabbing your toes, and you're pulling yourself in or holding for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and now we start flapping those wings. So not only are we stretching, but we're actually activating multiple muscles in the area, including the inner thigh, which oftentimes is a big factor to why we have lower back pain. So we're flapping these butterfly wings, we're pushing the knees down, bringing them up, down, bringing them up, down, and when you bring them down, you are driving them in, and we're activating certain parts of our glutes when we drive down, feeling the inner thigh stretch, and then bringing those knees up using the inner thigh to do so. Good, so you should have gotten about 5 reps there. From here, we're going into what's called the world's greatest stretch. Many of you may have seen this. We're coming back to this lunge position that we were just in. Now, if my left foot is down, that means my right hand is coming down to the ground. I'm bringing that right hand down to the ground and taking that opposite arm, and I'm stretching up to the sky. 1, 2, 3. I wanna bring it back down to meet my other hand, and I'm trying to square off my hips to the ground, getting some hip mobility, and then back up to the sky. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. We'll do 3 more. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2 more. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Last one. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Coming back to our hero's pose every time, and then bringing the other foot up. So right foot is down, that means my left hand goes down to the ground. My right arm is coming up. 1, 2, 3. It comes down, meets my other hand, and I square my hips off to the ground. 1, 2, 3. All right, so we'll do 3 more of these. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Very good job here. You can go ahead and stay in this lunge position. We're gonna be activating the glutes. I'll go ahead and switch sides so you can see. We will be doing both sides from this lunge position. So we've started isolating and stretching certain areas. From here, I want you to squeeze that glute, and we're thrusting our weight forward so that you get a hip flexor stretch while that glute is activated. We're gonna do 3 reps on each side. So squeeze the glute, push 1, 2, 3, release everything. Squeeze the glute, push 1, 2, 3, and 1 more. Squeeze the glute, push 1, 2, 3, we'll switch sides. Squeeze the glute, push 1, 2, 3. Squeeze the glute, push 1, 2, 3. Try to go a little bit deeper. And last one, squeeze the glute as deep as you can. 1, 2, 3. Very good job there. So you should already be feeling a lot better. That hip flexor stretch is honestly a very good one that if you don't squeeze the glutes, you might just hurt your knee, or it can be uncomfortable. Squeezing the glute and stretching that hip flexor is really key for eliminating most lower back issues. So from here, we're in the kneeling position. I'm taking my leg out, and I am trying to get my foot all the way down. All right, this is inner thigh rock backs. Now I'm going to my hands and knees here, and I'm shifting my weight into that foot and then pulling away. Shifting my weight into my foot, and I'm pulling away. And again, this is not a movement where you're gonna be getting the deepest stretch. Rather, we're activating and we're telling our body how we wanna be moving on a day-to-day basis. Stretching is not just about how much pain can you endure. These mobility routines are about getting your body into normal movement patterns that you already do, and teaching your body how to do it and how to activate certain muscles so that our lower back doesn't take the brunt of the force, or our upper back, or different parts of our body. So in this position, I'm just rocking my weight from my knee to my foot, back and forth. We'll go ahead and do 3 more. 1, 2, and 3. And then, right, so we're coming back to that hero's pose every time. Come up to my knees. I'm putting the one foot down. I'm trying to get that foot all the way down, hands and knees position. And then again, I'm rocking my weight away, rocking it into that foot. Rocking my weight away into the foot. And as I drive into that foot, I start beginning to feel less of an inner thigh stretch, and I get more of a, more tension in my hamstrings. It's not even quite a stretch, it's just tension back there. And again, as we move a lot, you should be following along with me. As we move a lot throughout the day, we're doing a lot of these movements without realizing it, or getting out of bed or getting out of the car, certain contorted positions, and we want to teach our body how to activate the right kind of muscle. So let's go ahead and do 3 more on this side. 1, 2, and 3. Very good job. So again, we're always coming back to this hero's pose position. This is the starting and ending point of all of our moves. Next, we're coming down to glute bridges. Now, most everyone knows this one. We're gonna do a few form cues that are gonna help you really activate the glutes and strengthen this to help prevent lower back pain. So the first thing that we're gonna do is make sure that your core is engaged. I want you to think about pressing the small of your back into the floor. I'm squeezing my abs, I'm pushing that, I'm tucking my tailbone down, and then from here, thrusting my hips up and a release, and we're doing 10 reps. So squeeze your abs, up 1, Mississippi, down, up 2, up 3, up 4, up 5, up 6, up 7, up 8, up 9, remember, squeeze your abs, up 10. And those glutes may feel very activated. If that felt good and you feel like you need some more glute work there, I could recommend doing 2 additional sets. You can go ahead and pause the video and do 2 more sets of that, taking about 30 seconds break in between. Now, as we finish this, we have isolated many parts of our lower body that pull on the lower back, and now it's time to give your lower back a little bit of love. We're gonna be stretching all those areas at once into, first of all, a puppy pose, and then into a child's pose. So again, we're starting in this hero's position. Your feet are stacked. Those shoelaces are not to the ground. My feet are stacked. I'm trying to keep my back straight and bring those hands down here, really creating tension here in my hips by arching my back, by flexing my back. And then from here, I'm taking these hands and I'm pushing them into the ground so that I'm pushing my butt backwards, and I'm trying to keep my back as straight as possible. This is puppy pose. We want to create as much tension in our inner thigh, hips. You might feel stretch in the lower back as you do this, or even potentially in the glutes as you do this stretch. And we'll hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then to completely relax, this time we are bringing those shoelaces to the ground into a child's pose. You wanna just relax in feet shoulder width apart, knees not too wide. I'm taking my hands back behind me, my forehead to the ground. Now, if you're very stiff, it might be hard to get into this position, so it's okay if the head is off the ground. This position is all about just finding comfort and allowing your body to just naturally decompress in this position. I want you to just pause here and take a few deep breaths. Waking your body back up, coming back to our starting position of the hero's pose with our toes stacked underneath us. Thank you for joining this mobility routine. This is a routine that you can do every single day. There's no set amount of time that you need to do it for, although I would recommend a minimum of 5 minutes, as sometimes it takes us a little bit of time to wind down. If you weren't practicing this your first time with your breathing, I recommend rewatching the video or on another day, having a mental note to yourself that I'm gonna try to control my breathing. Some of these movements maybe were new for you and you had to focus on that, but your breathing will be hugely important for relaxing and getting the most out of these stretches. Likewise, subscribe, like, and comment on this video, and more mobility videos to come. I'll see you next time.